head coach of the Chargers, Norv Turner, comes and sits down with us. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. How are we doing this morning?
We're doing well. Yourself?
Good.
All right. Well, exciting times, huh? I mean, public practice this past Wednesday night. Fans got a chance to come out. 13,000 fans. Are you surprised to see that many people?
I don't know that you're ever surprised. You know, we get a lot of people out here in a normal year. You know, it's spread out over 3 weeks period of time. And, fans over 3 days. So it was impressive, and it was good for us.
Any surprises up to this point, Norv, something you weren't expecting to see this early?
I don't know that I would ever call them surprises. You know, I like the tempo our guys are practicing at. I like the focus we have. You know, I do believe we come out with a mindset every day we're going to go out and get better and accomplish something. You know, there's so many things you have to cover in a 15-day period before you play your first preseason game, and we're trying to get through all the different things. You know, after that first game, we come back and we'll zero in and really start looking at details.
Coach, we're watching practice out here, and we think, wow, everybody looks crisp and fast, and practice looks really efficient. And of course, everybody's got these Super Bowl expectations. When you go back to the days of the Cowboys and the Troy Aikman teams, what was preseason training camp like back then? In other words, did you know going into those seasons we're getting ready to make a big run, and can you compare it to this team?
Well, I don't know. You know, I think you know you're a good football team like we do. You don't know, obviously, what's going to unfold as the entire season goes through. The thing I think, when you know that you have a good football team, then there's great competition, and there's give and take on both sides. And the offense wins one play, the defense wins the next play. You know, when you go out and one side of the ball dominates and looks phenomenal, then you're probably not a very good football team.
Well said. And when you look at this team right now, where do you think the real competition is? As far as I think about fullback, and I think about defensive line. Where are you seeing the fullback position? How are you seeing that settle out?
Well, it is good competition. You know, Jacob obviously played at the end of the year. Michael Tolbert was struggling a little bit with an injury. Both guys have come back awfully strong. You know, Jacob is our fullback right now, and he's playing at a real high level, so I would expect him to be the guy, but obviously it's nice to have Michael Tolbert breathing down his neck. It's good for both of them.
I also noticed the wide receivers, they're catching almost everything that goes up in the air. I mean, I'm watching these guys, and what an athletic group.
No question, and that's the, you know, the strength of our group. They're big, strong, physical guys, and you know, that's the type of the guys you're talking about, that have good hands, that are going to make the competitive catches. We don't have that little, the little 185-pound getaway, you know, quick, jittery type guy. So, you know, we have to make the most out of every ball thrown, and our guys do.
Can we go through the wide receivers for a second? Let's talk about this. Coach Norv Turner is with us, and we're live at Chargers training camp on Scott New York. So you have Vince Jackson, and everybody thinks Vince Jackson is on the verge of not only being a star with the Chargers, I mean, he already is, but like a real big breakout star. Do you think the same thing of Vince?
Well, here's what I think about Vincent Jackson. I think Vincent Jackson had a breakout year last year, and people are saying, there's a lot of people around the league who aren't aware of it, you know, saying, well, he's not a breakout year this year. When you go for 1,100 yards and you average over 18 yards a catch, there aren't many guys doing that. You know, he was first in the NFL with yards per catch with guys that caught over 50 balls. You know, when you're first in that category, you're going to
you're already a premier wide receiver.
You're looking at having a breakout year after a breakout year, a double breakout.
I guess what it is you've had the breakout year. Now can you elevate to superstar status?
I'm glad we woke you up. You're getting going. That sleep train commercial. I thought you were asleep. I thought you were sleeping while you did that sleep train commercial.
Coach, you understand we like to define terms. So breakout versus superstar. Now then you go to Chambers. And Chambers is a different kind of wide receiver. And then after those two guys, you know, because Gates is such an important part of the passing game, we're watching wide receivers. I'm curious to hear your thought on a guy, this Greg Carr out of Florida State. He's a monster out there. And this guy, when in college, was supposed to be a big star. What do you think about that young man?
Greg's doing well. You know, he's a big, tall guy. He's along the lines of a Sam Osgood, you know, not physical as Malcolm, but obviously that type of range with his arms and everything. And he's a good young prospect. He's in tough with our group. You know, as you said, so Malcolm, Legato, obviously Buster was going good. String to fly. I think he's going to get back on the field today. We have a deep group.
Well, that's what I guess what I'm getting at is, how hard is it to make this team as a wide receiver? I mean, even a guy like Buster Davis, who obviously everybody's always talking about him being chronically hurt. I think a lot of fans are kind of expecting that he won't even be around this year, Coach.
You know, I think Buster is going to be able to do our football. I think he's, like I said, you know, we have a number of receivers that are kind of in the same mold, and Buster's in a little bit of a different mold, and when he's able to do what he does, he gives us a little different dimension. We just have to have, you know, I keep saying it, and we're going to do it. We have to have enough patience to give him a chance to be completely healthy.
I guess with that receiving core, you've got the time.
I know the defensive side of the ball, Sean Merriman, I saw him the first day in full pads, and it seemed like he was a little tentative, but he was wearing the knee brace. And then yesterday, no knee brace, and looked like the old Sean Merriman.
Sean's doing well, and you know, unfortunately, it's a long time ago, but if you go through an injury like that, I've had knee surgery a number of times, and I remember after the first one, there's a period of time where you just have to get that trust back. And you know, it's easy to say, oh, you know, hey, it's 100%, like done all the lifting, taken all the different Cybex tests and everything, and it's fine. And then you go out there and you got Marcus McNeil at 330 pounds, you know, coming off the ball and hitting you in the face, and you just have to continue to. He needs to continue to practice the way he's practicing.
Norv, can you tell us about Kevin Burnett?
Yeah, Kevin's, you know, is an awfully athletic guy. We know when we signed him. I think it's not a surprise because we signed him because he's an athletic guy, but he's been one of the more impressive guys on our defensive field. He runs all over the field and he makes plays.
All right, so Coach, did you know yesterday that the website Twitter was shut down? Did you know that this website crashed?
I missed that.
Did you have anything to do with the crash?
Yeah, I do believe. You know, Twitter's gotten a lot of extra attention and advertising.
Can't figure out how they make money. I looked at it. There's no ad sales. I don't know how you don't have to pay to sign up. I can't figure out how this thing makes money. Isn't it kind of an interesting thing?
I wouldn't put your money. I think you should put your money into horse racing before you put your money into Twitter.
Certainly,
Coach, we saved a spot for you, buddy. Only 15 grand. Go with your checkbook, will you? Isn't it funny though that now you find yourself even having to deal with these sorts of things? You know, that you got to tell the players, no doing that from here. We raided in Miami. Bill Parcells will not let the fans send out messages from camp as they're watching because he's worried that they might be giving away some industry secrets of things that they're watching during camp, and other teams might see this.
Well, there'll be something new next year too, so you can't say that.
All right, are you on Facebook?
I do not have Facebook.
Wow. Have you ever tweeted?
I haven't.
Did you know what Cromartie's message said when you got it the other day and you decided to find it? Because it was a different language that we never understood. The sounds of silence.
Yes.
Coach, it is great seeing you this morning. Great talking to you. Thanks for having us out. And we are really excited about the start of the season. Fan Fest tomorrow. You'll be out there and signing autographs and showing off the team.
It'll be great. It'll be exciting. It'll be. I think it'll be like Wednesday night. We had a great practice Wednesday night. It was very, very competitive. And you know, Fan Fest is Fan Fest, and there's autographs and the fans. But for me, it's practice. And you know, we want to go out and continue what we're doing and get better. And I will say good luck this afternoon. Always good to
All right. Yeah, good luck.
Is it cool for the fans to tweet at FanFest? Is it cool with you?
They can do anything out there.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, good luck this afternoon. Race 2, Coach. Ocean Ore is the name of the horse. Race 2.
We'll be thinking about it.
Thanks, Coach.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, you guys can, because Coach will be busy, but if you guys want to get him, there's a website called calracing.com. You can watch live racing from Del Mar. So, Coach, thanks again. And all right, guys, listen, we are live at the Chargers Training Complex. Thanks, Norv. Appreciate that. How funny is Coach?